We got Ozarks who left a comment, but I don't think he's there. He says, I will watch as much as possible. I'm at work. Which makes sense because it's a Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah. I'm blanking, but yeah. Tuesday morning, 7:55 Eastern Standard Time. I got up at sunrise this morning. My girlfriend and I are coming down every morning for sunrise while we're here at the Outer Banks. This time, my younger sister, her younger sister, and then two of the other girls that are here joined us, so that was interesting. We had to like parade a posse of 14-year-old girls around. But yeah, we're down here. She's going to join me in a minute. We're going to do some beachcombing for probably the first 25 minutes, half an hour, this live. And then I'm going to do some fishing. I had an amazing day of fishing yesterday. I'll fill you guys in briefly about stuff. Don't want to give too many details, but amazing day of fishing. I think today's going to be pretty good too. So yeah, I'll fill you guys in. Raptor wheel's in. So Raptor wheel, I know I showed you when I had this happen. I still don't know what happened to the lenses on those other ones, trying to figure that out, but I got a new pair of my floating sunglasses because I liked them so much. Hopefully I can make sure these are fine. I think it had something to do with the sunscreen, and then like it killed the lenses. I don't know why that happened, but it was a very unfortunate day for me. Raptor Will's getting ready to go into work, but I'm popping in to say hi and drop a like. I appreciate it, Will. I'm gonna wait until 8 o'clock, which is when I said the live would actually start, and then we'll get rolling. So, anybody who's in here, gotta give props to my girlfriend. She's just a real trooper. She is tired as death today. She got stung by a stingray in the foot yesterday, a little one, maybe only that long. But she was struggling with that all day, and she is tired, and she's still saying that she's going to join me to walk up and down the beach today, so props to her. Yeah, that was fun. Not really, but she got stung by a stingray. I had to carry her all the way back from the beach because her foot was like, non-functional for a little bit. Our house is like a quarter mile back that way, so I carried her like a quarter mile. And then she had to stick her foot in like hot water. It like helps denature the protein. She was in pain, pretty good pain for probably 3 hours, and it was still like achy and stuff now. So she had a rough day yesterday. And then I happened to, not spoiling anything, caught a fairly good-sized stingray. Nothing like monumental, but caught a good-sized stingray last night. And she was here to help me out. So she actually helped me. I put the bucket on the stinger, like I did if you guys saw my Ocean City video where I caught the really big stingray. Bucket on the stinger, and she pressed that down while I went and unhooked it so nobody could get stung. And she just got right back on the horse, went back to handling the stingrays after getting stung like 4 hours earlier. Probably 6 hours earlier. So that was an interesting day for her. Yeah, oh no is right. Alright, what time is it? Got like 1 minute, and then we'll start walking around, seeing what we can do. Yeah, you guys will, I hope you guys will enjoy this. I should have a short coming out probably tomorrow from Ocean City, Maryland. And then after that, I'm going to stick out the footage that I got yesterday for a short. The water was really, really clear yesterday. Hopefully it's like that again today. It was really clear, really calm. And there were a whole bunch of fish in shallow, and because of how clear it was, you could swim around and see all of them. We put on some goggles. I took my GoPro underwater, and I got underwater footage of me swimming with 6 different types of fish. One of those was a little stingray, and one of those is what got her yesterday. So hold on here, I'm going to reconnect. I'm not getting any chats. I don't know if that's just the way it is. It might just be the way it is. We'll see. Let me know if anybody's still out there. We got Raptor Will and Randy, 2 of my awesome members who've come in here and commented already. Let me know who's out there. We peaked at like 16 people. We're back down to 6, but I've only got chats from 2. Let me know who's out there. I'll give it like another minute and then reconnect again if I'm still not getting chat. Sometimes the chat gets confused. Oh yeah, Raptor Will is still there. All right. That is so cool that you got some underwater footage of fish. Yeah, I was literally swimming with. I got Gulf Kingfish, Northern Kingfish, Spot, Inland or Atlantic Silverside, Florida Pompano, and I believe there's Southern Stingray, which is the one I caught, a big one, and then the one that stung my girlfriend. So, yeah, I got footage of 6 different types of fish, and I was swimming with them underwater. It was like a little impromptu snorkeling trip. Which species did you get footage of? There you go, Will. Alright, so we are going to walk up and down the beach. If you guys saw the thumbnail for this video, we've been finding some really, really good shell stuff. And I found a piece of coral as well, like some really good stuff along the beach. This is a little bit further south than we typically go in the Outer Banks. This is a new house that we've never been to before. And the surf is a lot calmer. There's a lot more fish down here, seemingly. And it's also really good shell territory. So we're going to take a look. We're going to walk along the beach for 25 minutes-ish, and then I'm going to fish for maybe another 40 minutes or so. Shorter live, but yeah, I've got lots of stuff to do. Got to make some sushi for our upcoming video. I got to work on that short, and then hopefully get back out here to swim and fish again. So let's get to work. I'll go retrieve the stuff. Alrighty, I'm back. 13 people in here, 4 thumbs up. We got 2 of our awesome members who have commented so far. Alright, we're gonna walk along the beach here. Uh-oh. There you go. Here's what we're looking like. I'm gonna pull up the bottom legs of the tripod to make it easier to handle for me.
Seems like so much extra work.
So much extra work, probably is, yeah. But it means that I don't have to like scrape the legs along the thing.
This tripod.
Well, if I want to stand it up, then that's how I have to do it. So we're gonna walk along. If you look, there's a lot of good stuff like right here. So I've been working on my shell identification game, so I know what most of these are. This is a banded surf clam, an Atlantic surf clam. There you go. I'm not sure how good the connection is. Hopefully pretty good. Surf clam, and then we've been finding a lot of these with good colors too. These are arcs. They're called ARK, like Noah's Ark. There's another one right here, like an orangey one. Ruggero Farinelli says hi. Thanks for stopping in. Anything good? It's a piece of a little K-hog, which is spelled with a Q, actually. Fun stuff. Yeah, we're just going to walk around for a little bit. Pretty good connection. Thanks, Cole Region. Thanks for stopping in, too. We're just looking for stuff, and then we're going to do a little bit of fishing in a couple minutes. Fishing has been amazing. I caught over 40 fish yesterday. Most of them were pompano. Really tiny pompano, but I caught some stuff I could eat, too. And a nice stingray. Alright, so this is a big piece of a K-hog. They can get really big, and their cross-section's very thick, very like hardy shells. We'll see if we can find a big one. Most of the times when you find the big ones, they're like actually out in the water when you're swimming. So 9 people in here, 5 thumbs up. So I don't think you guys just saw it, but that's a ghost crab hole. One just popped himself down in there. I don't think you guys got to see the crab, so. Am I in Tampa? No, we are in Outer Banks, North Carolina. Looking around. I'm gonna walk down to the water, see if there's anything down here. This is another thick chunk of a K-hog. They've got some cool patterns at times. That's like swirlied, almost like topo. So these are things that I've already picked up today before the live started. An orangey arc that I liked. And then we got in the other pocket. Oh wait, maybe that's the only thing I picked up. I thought I picked up two things. No, that's it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so those, I don't know if you saw them, there's little fish swimming around. Those are the little pompanos. Those are real tiny ones, but I've been catching like 6-7 inchers a lot this trip. Here's another arc. There you go. That's just a plain white one. We got plenty of ones with more color than that this trip already, so we're gonna leave that one. This is this one right here. That is a lunate crassinella. There you go. Find anything good?
No.
That's a crassinella, I believe. Or it's, yeah. I think this is a little surf clam actually, but nice bands on it. There you go. I'm not like a pro at this, but I'd say I'm more knowledgeable than most. Okay, this is a cool one. I haven't found one of these this trip yet. This is a razor clam. That's cool. Razor clam. I'm keeping that. That one's like fully intact. Usually you find those in little pieces like this. Like this is a piece of one. It's all broken and short. So, yeah. Finding one that's like full and long like this is unusual. That's a good one. I'm keeping that. So here's a almost full K-hog. It's a little one, but you can still see like how thick the cross section of this shell is. Coal region, I try. I have fun with it. I get nerdy about lots of things and get fun. She makes fun of me for it all the time about all the stuff I nerd out about. But that's okay. What else do I nerd out about? Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, music. All the stuff that I show you guys on the channel. Eagles football. I get excited about that. So this section is like way more barren than all the stuff we walked through so far. I don't know if there's anything good down here. Super Cal, I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna give you a timeout here so you can think about what the heck you're doing right now. Hey Kumari, we are walking the beach for a couple minutes looking for some cool stuff. We've been finding some really good finds this trip. And even in comparison to past trips, the Outer Banks has usually treated us pretty well as far as finding cool shells and sorts of that, and that sort of thing, but this trip's been especially good. If you look at the thumbnail for this video, those are all things that I've found so far this trip, and it's been pretty good. A couple really good scallops, some fossilized coral, some really nice arcs, that sort of thing. I nerd out about fishing, Star Wars, and sometimes dinosaurs. Gotcha. I used to be a big Star Wars nerd, but I've kind of fallen off. I haven't liked as much of the stuff that they've been putting out over the past maybe 5 years. Some of it's good, but it's like generally not as interesting to me. But like when they were doing Clone Wars, I loved the Clone Wars stuff, the animated. That's good. And Rebels was good too. So this is a scallop. This is just a black one, and it's got a hole in it. But Yeah, we've been finding some really good ones with good colors. Hopefully we can find one on this live. Here's a black scallop that doesn't have a hole in it. There you go. Ozarks is here and Benny's here. Thanks for coming in, guys. Find something good? It's alive. What is it? It is a blob. And it is moving. That's weird. Is it like a sea cucumber? Is that what these are called? I'm going to touch it. It's me. What do you expect? I think this is a sea cucumber. Can anybody do a fact check on that? I think that's what this is. It is moving. If I put it down, you can tell. Hey, look at it. It's like pulsating. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. See if someone can do a fact check for me on whether that's a sea cucumber. That's my guess. Oh wow, I think that's like the same thing. Huh. Good thing it didn't sting you. Hey, Ozarks, were you in here when I was telling people about Victoria's interesting experience yesterday? I don't think Coleridge was in here. Long story short, we were swimming in the waves. There were lots of fish, including little stingrays. Oh, what did I tell you? Well, so first of all, ghost crab, right there. He's running away. Right there. Well, there he goes. Alright. And then, I think you just picked up what I was looking at. What did I tell you about good scallops? Let's see if we can get good lighting on it. That's a good scallop. You picked it up. Do you want it? There you go. That's a good one. I wasn't. So yeah, we were swimming around in the waves. It was really clear. A whole bunch of ghost crabs. I'm going to release the footage probably towards the end of this week in a short. It was so clear, in fact, that we put on goggles and we were swimming with different types of fish. I identified 6 different types of fish in the footage that I was swimming with, like down there underwater. It was pretty cool. One of those were little stingrays. There were probably 5 or 6 of them that we saw. And then when we were coming in, my girlfriend got stung by one of said stingrays. So I had to carry her back from the beach all the way back to the house. She had to put her foot in, how hot was it? 110 degree water?
It was like 140.
140 degree water to denature the protein. How long did it like really hurt for? Probably 3 hours, and then it just ached for a while, right? Yeah, so rough experience for her yesterday. And then in the evening, I actually caught a pretty good sized stingray, and she was out there with me, and she had to help me unhook the thing. So I put a bucket on the tail. There's a nice arc. I put a bucket on the tail and had her press down on the bucket while I unhooked it. Aren't they deadly stings? It depends on what type of stingray it is, and it depends on how big it is. So the one she got stung by was probably only like 9 to 10 inches from wingtip to wingtip, where in comparison, the one I caught later on that night, which I believe was the same species, was probably what, 26 inches wide? Something like that. Little bit over 2 feet, right? You guys will see the footage of that eventually. I don't know when. But this species of stingray can kill you unless you're stung in like a vital spot. Like if you get stung in your heart or in your lungs, you might be in trouble. But it was on her foot. It was a nice surf clan. That's a cool one. It was a nice little baby one. Even the big ones can't kill you of that species. There are some that can, but this is not one of them. And I actually don't think there are any that are frequently in this area that can kill you. So that's good. Another one.
I'm not gonna be doing too much.
Sea
damage to that.
cucumber can blind you if you rub your eyes. Okay, well then I won't do that.
So maybe don't touch it.
I'm not touching it. I will wash my hands before I rub my eyes. Good thing I've got sunglasses on. Is that what it is, Kumari?
This is ridiculous.
So that's a jingle. Show them that.
But now I can't touch your hand because then I'll blind myself.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
goodness
so
she's
there's a
all
hole
good.
in it.
Yeah. How's it feeling today?
It feels fine.
It's still a little swollen, yeah. Luckily, I do enough inquisitive things to know, like, if I touch something I don't know what it is, like how to touch it. You touch it with the back of your hand first, so like if it has a sting or it can shock you, you do that. Like your hand will close and you don't close your hand on it. And then if you touch it, you only touch it with your fingertips, and then you don't touch any of your sensitive areas afterwards. So cool that she's into what you're into. Well, only partially. We were talking the other day about the likelihood of, like, if she ever went camping, because, like, she's not a fan of that. And we settled on the fact that, like, I would have to get one of those, like, giant tents with, like, a bathtub floor and, like, put, like, the cots that sit up off the ground in it to even get a chance of her going camping. So, but, like, she doesn't fish, but, like, she'll come out and sit with me while I fish. There was, like, a brief point in time where you said you wanted to, like, learn how to do archery, and you shot my bow like 10 times, but, like, other than that,
And then I gave up.
yeah, and then you gave up.
It's just too much effort to start another hobby. I don't have that much time.
Yeah, she shot the recurve like 10 times and then was like, I'm good. I don't even know what this is. I think it's actually, yeah, it's another piece of the K-hog right at the tip that got tumbled. Okay, cool that she endures you. Yes, that's the right term. Cool that, oh wow, this is a good one. If only this didn't have a hole. Look how orange that arc is. Oh, your shadow's in the way. There you go. That's a good one. If only it didn't have a hole. Should I keep it anyway? I'll put it in the pocket. Determine later whether or not I want to keep it. Stuff down here. I haven't found anything like super monumental yet. This is a cool surf clam though. Check that one out. Let's get some good light on it. Look at the colors on that. Yeah, we hike together a lot. What else do we do? I mean, a lot of what we do together, we play my guitar together a lot, but that's not necessarily related to the channel. Scallop, broken one though. This is a big arc that's orange. That's cool. I think this is driftwood. It is. Just broke apart in my fingers. Seeing a couple arcs that are just plain white. Ooh, scallop. Let's see what this one looks like when I turn it over. Ooh! It's got a hole in it, but that's really cool colors. There you go. I like that. Three people in here. We're just kind of bopping between like 11 and 2. I don't know why. We're like going up and down like that. See, now we're back up to 6. Oh no, what is it? Oh, a little purple piece. Another arc, but just a white one sitting down there.
Oh my gosh.
Do y'all sing P and W together? Yes. Almost exclusively.
What?
Praise and worship. That is half of a horseshoe crab.
Oh.
that somehow got washed up. I wonder what happened to Buddy.
Oh gosh. Oh, I ain't gonna look at
I don't know why he's broken in half, but that's unfortunate for him.
I
Yeah.
actually confused the crap out of me because I just bought a bunch of like, what are they called? They Tupperware containers from a brand that's called W.
Oh, P&W, you have the
Whatever.
brand.
I don't know what order it's in.
Yeah, I gathered what he was saying. Randy and I were talking about our shared admiration for the Need to Breathe song Signature of Divine the other day. I don't know how long ago that was, but that was, I think, the most recent text conversation that Randy and I had. Either that or Randy sending me stuff about where the campsite is for the meetup that I may be joining Randy and Herbert and Ozarks Woodsman, and who else would be there? Help me out, Randy. Oh, 210 would be there, but I may be joining them. Oh, holy scallop, red one. Let's get light on it. Red. That's a good one. There's another scallop right here, but this one's not very entertaining. It's also broken, so there's that. It is sunburnt, yes. 2 guys in the Ozarks, that's right, I forgot. So, another sea cucumber, what the heck? Uh-oh. I'm getting notifications from my work group chat. This is the last week of, I work at a summer camp run by the township. I work for the township doing other things in the summer and winter, but I also tack on a camp counselor for the township in the summer. But I'm getting notifications from the camp group chat from all the counselors, even though I'm not there and it's the last week. So I'm like done work, but I'm still getting work notifications. Big black scallop. That's a big one. Look how big this one is in my hand. This beach has a lot more scallops than like Maryland does. It is weird how like the array of shells and the different types you'll get is different from beach to beach. In Maryland, there's a lot of Atlantic slippers. I've seen 2 the whole time I've been here. There's like a boatload of Atlantic slippers and a lot of crassinellas. There's some crassinellas, almost no Atlantic slippers here, but like there's more arcs. There's some arcs at Ocean City, Maryland. There's a lot more arcs here. There's a lot more scallops here. Like here's another one, another scallop. There's almost no K-hogs up in Ocean City, Maryland. There's surf clams. Speaking of surf clams, how about one that's still attached? That's cool. Huh. But yeah, it's just different. There's different things that are here than there is in Maryland, which is kind of cool. When you recognize what things are and you're not just like, ooh, cool shell, it's cool to realize that the 2 beaches are very different. I invited Tony, but don't know yet. Yeah, you said that. He's a very busy guy, so unfortunately I gotta get working, man. I enjoyed it. Well, thanks for joining, Ozarks. I'll see you later, man. Always appreciate it. Ooh, what is that? Okay, speak of the devil, Atlantic slipper. Let's get some light on it. That's what these look like. So they look kind of just like a little dome on top, and you flip them over, and they have this little like, let's get some light. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. They have this little pocket down in there. Like that. So it looks like a little shoe you could put on. Alright, we're going to walk down to that pink thing, and then we're going to turn around and come back. Sound good? I'm gonna put my hood up. Putting the sun hood up. My skin tone is not exactly like yours, so I need this. Is this the other half of our horseshoe crab friend? I think it is. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's the other half of the horseshoe crab. Let's just look around here for a sec and start heading back. Four people in here, 10 thumbs up. Once we get back, she's gonna head up to the house. You gonna take a nap? Probably. Yeah, she is, she's worn out. Her body was fighting the stingray sting all of yesterday evening, afternoon and evening. You got stung around 3 o'clock, right? Yeah. So she's been fighting that for a while, and her body's tired, so she's gonna go back and probably take a nap. And I'm gonna come out here and fish for a couple more minutes with y'all. I'm almost certain we'll catch pompano. If we catch anything else, it remains to be seen. So.
Oh, I just got soy sauce yesterday.
You got soy sauce?
Yeah.
So, I am doing a video where I learn how to make sushi with all the things I catch here. I've never made sushi, and Victoria is actually like could I call you a sushi aficionado? Could I call you that? Or is that too much?
I mean, sure, like I'll eat anything.
She's a big sushi fan. So I said, when you go to the grocery store...
Oh, I should have bought you seaweed. Do you have seaweed?
Yeah, I have seaweed. I have the rice and I have the seaweed. I just didn't have any sauces. So she got soy sauce and stuff. Does it leave a mark where you're stung? You want to show people? That right there. And her foot's, you can tell her foot's swollen. You don't even have to see her other foot to tell it's swollen. Still there. It was a little stingray. Like he was, I imagine it, we didn't see it, but I imagine it's the size of all the other ones we were seeing. They were a very consistent size, about 9 to 10 inches wide. And from their nose to their tail, they were probably 1.5 feet long. Which for stingrays, that's not big, like at all. So the stinger didn't have a very large diameter. But obviously it still did some stuff. I mean, a bee can get you pretty good, so imagine how much a stingray could do.
His bee sting is probably worse than my stingray.
Uh-oh. Dog decided to do his stuff right there. She's a trooper. That looks like it would hurt like all hell. Yeah. She was not all too happy about it. I mean, I wouldn't be either. I actually, even before this week started, wanted to, if I caught a littler stingray, the one I caught last night was too big to do much with. Like I could have, but it would have been a huge hassle. But if I catch a littler stingray sometime this week, or even a skate, I am going to fillet it, use it for meat in my sushi making video. And I also want to do a gyutaku of it. That video is not out, so a lot of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I've been learning how to do a Japanese art form where you print fish that you catch and make like an exact replica. My members have seen it because they get sneak previews of all the stuff I do. So my members have seen some of my gyutaku work. I've made 4. I made a dogfish shark, a kingfish, a brown trout. No, I made 5. Brown trout, rainbow trout, and bluegill. And I really want to try a stingray because I think that would be sweet. I saw someone do it. Saw Zachary Fowler on YouTube do one of a stingray, and it's like the favorite one I've ever seen. So if I get the chance to do a little stingray this week, I'm going to do it. And I'm also going to use it as revenge for what you did to Victoria. You and all your brothers. Here's a little surf plane. We saw that at the same time, didn't we? So, there you go. A little banded one. I like it. Strawberry Roblox Experience. Very intriguing name. Thanks for stopping in. We're on the way back from a walk looking for shells. We've been finding really good stuff here in North Carolina, even better than we typically do. We come down here every year, and this is probably, I'd say this is the year that we found the best stuff overall, right?
Sure.
She's just like, maybe.
No, because I found a whole conch shell one here, so.
Well, yeah, but that's just one find. I'm talking overall.
Yeah, but like, nothing else matters after the
Nothing else matters when you find a whole conch shell. That's kind of true. Yeah, she did find a whole conch shell one year. But, yeah.
And the same year I found a piece of sea glass, so yeah.
Fair. Fair. Last year was pretty good. Was that last? It was last year. That's crazy. Oh, this is cool K-hog. It's almost whole, and it's got like, I believe these are little mussels that carve these channels in it. There's some type of shell, I forget, or some type of sea crustacean thing that has like a little drill that it drills through shells with and sucks out the meat. They're like little vampires. So it is odd. I forget what they were. I used to be even better at like the shell identification and knowing what everything was than I am now. But like I kind of took a break from like even looking for the shells because like I never had a place to put them or display them. But I have a little shell display case, which you guys will see in tomorrow's short. And I have a really cool idea on something I'm going to build and 3D print some parts for. That's my new thing. I've been learning how to design 3D printed stuff and print stuff. And I just had my first finished project come in for a piece for my bow, my compound bow, to fix it. And I put it in and it worked. And now it's like my new favorite thing. I can just make stuff that's in my head and have it be in existence. It's great. She's laughing at me because, as I said, I nerd out about weird things and she knows that. But yeah, I'm going to start 3D printing some stuff, doing some cool projects in that vein for the channel. One of those things I'm 3D printing is some pieces to make a very interesting display case for all the shells and cool rock hounding finds that I have. And I'm going to like make a display case for it. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to use that same design and adapt it to also make a automatic watering indoor garden, so I can have that, and then the only thing I have to do is once a week fill the basin and then it waters itself. So I'm designing some stuff for that, and those videos will be some late fall to winter projects probably that you guys will see. When I'm stuck inside because of the cold and such, that's what I'll be doing. And shooting my bow. I am buying, for anybody who's been following that journey, I will be buying the new compound bow probably within a week of when we return from North Carolina. Something good? Little arc. Right there. Strawberry Roblox Experience says it's a nice place. It is. Oh, a little orange one. Orange arc with a hole in the tip. You want it? No.
Just sort of collection of all the pistachio shells out here.
The pistachio shells out here. I don't know why, even in Maryland, it's the same way. Like, there's pistachio shells everywhere on the beach. Is that just like the beach snack? Driftwood. Does this one stay together? I wonder if I let it dry, if it would then stay together. I'm going to try it. I'm going to dry it out and see what happens. Arc. There's an arc right there. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for one in Maryland the whole time we were there. Haven't found one. Yeah,
this is the fourth one we found in 2 days.
Well, yeah.
It has a hole inside.
That's okay. I couldn't. Usually, I find one or two while we're in Maryland. I didn't find any this year. Surf Clan, at a focus.
Maggie's been finding awesome.
Maggie's been finding good stuff. Maggie found a moon snail shell too. She found 2 moon snail shells. I've been looking for one of those like feverishly. That I've never found one, and that's one of the ones I want to find. I haven't found one, but one of the younger girls who's with us here, she's 12, right? Yeah, Maggie is 12. She found 2 of them this week, and I'm heavily jealous. And she said, "Oh, if you find something cool, you can trade it." I said, "No, no, no, that's not what I want. I want to find it." So I believe that is a little periwinkle, I believe they're called, if my shell memory serves me correct. What you got?
It wasn't.
A whole lot of nothing?
I was hoping it was there.
Hold on, I'm going to reconnect for a second. Hold on for like 3 seconds.
Watch this.
All right, there you go.
Fit in the container. I have no
Oh,
idea
that
how
will
big
definitely
the
fit.
container is, honestly.
That'll fit.
Also, I think Abby stole like a bunch of my shells the other day.
She stole them?
I don't know if she knew she stole them. My mother gave me a bag with like 4 shells in, and she's like, "Oh, here's the ones they said you got." And I was like, "I had like 40, but okay, that works."
All right, so there's our stuff. You can see my rod sticking up. So I believe she's gonna head back to the house. Oh, look, another sea cucumber. So I believe she's gonna head back to the house and take a good old-fashioned nap. I'm gonna stand out here and fish for a little bit longer. I'm gonna set you guys here, go grab some fish and stuff, and I'll be back down in a minute. So I just realized I have a rig to retie, and therefore I'm actually going to take you guys up to where our stuff is, because, oh my gosh, there's a good scallop right here though. Oh, but it's broken. Dang it. I gotta retie the rig, so I'm gonna come up here for a minute. I'll turn you guys around so you guys can see the ocean while you wait. There you go. Huh? Alrighty. Benny. What in the world is that symbol? Alright, so I saw some mackerel this morning, right when we came out at sunrise. So I tied on a little spoon, tried that for a little while. It didn't work. We didn't get any mackerel, unfortunately. But I've been catching boatloads of fish with a little sabiki rig tipped with fish bites. I've caught over 30 pompano, some kingfish, some spot that way. So we're gonna tie that on, go to work, and see what we can get this morning. Alrighty. We are gonna do this. We're gonna tie, we got a 3-hook sabiki rig with a 1-ounce weight on the end. We're tying that on, and we're gonna tip it with some fish bites, go out there and see what we can catch. Five people in here, 11 thumbs up. If you're enjoying this, which I hope you are, make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. We are less than 10 away, at least as of this morning, from 900 subscribers, which means it's possible that by the end of the day today, we can be only double-digit numbers away from hitting that big 1,000. So we are almost there, guys. Almost there. Alrighty, we're back. Let me know who's in here. Give me a chat. I love hanging out and talking with you guys. So it'd be much appreciated if you gave me some chats to discuss with you guys. Got one. Got 2 pieces of fish bites. Two pieces and a 3rd piece right there. All right, bring you guys down here. I'm off to work. Have a great day. Rise above and crack on. That's a good thing. All right, let's bear with me for a second as I put down the other tripod legs to get you guys a little further up so I can see the chats better. All right, just like that. All right, let's, you guys are gonna get up close and personal with the water today. Just like this. I'm gonna go cast it. These little pompano, they sit super close to shore, so that should be all the distance we need. Oh, I got a bite from the pump. We're actually going to get a little bit closer to the water. 8 people in here. We're going to come right here. The first cast with new fish bites usually doesn't do super well when you're retrieving it in, because it takes a little bit for them to activate, so they need a minute or so before you start getting bites. Oh, getting bit. I missed it. Yep, missed it. We were getting bit. There you go. That's all the distance you need. Right there. Come on, little pompano. These are little Florida pompano. Three people in here, gonna reconnect. Alright, there you go. Oh, we're getting bit. We're getting bit. Oh, I missed it. Oh, we're getting bit. Missed him. Missed him again. Getting bit again. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, that's a little northern kingfish, not a pompano. I thought our first fish of the day would be a pompano. We only got one person in here to see it. That's unfortunate. We just had a couple people in here. There you go. Now there's 4 people. Ah! Hold on, let me put my rod down so I can hold him with 2 hands. All right, this is a little northern kingfish. There's no minimum size on these here in North Carolina. However, this is only big enough for like 1 piece of sashimi, so we are gonna throw them back. First fish of the day. There you go. Alrighty, hopefully you guys saw that. Nice little fish. Five people in here. See if we can get a pompano now. Put my hand covers on. I got sunburnt on my hands yesterday, so we gotta be careful of that. Alright, hand covers on. Seaweed all over. Seaweed. There you go. It's not what we wanted. Five people in here, 12 thumbs up. I know it's an early morning live for y'all. Thanks for joining me, especially on a work day for most of you. We've got this live going for almost an hour now. Probably only going to do about an hour. So, if we could get ourselves a little pompano, I'd be more than happy to close our fishing down shortly thereafter. Raph Outdoors 2.0 says Quebec in the chat. I'm from Pennsylvania, but today we are in North Carolina. We got one fish on the board. We did some shell hunting earlier in the live. We're trying to catch a different type of fish now, just to show you guys. I caught like 32 pompano yesterday, so I'm trying to catch another one here for you guys today. I don't think I got him. Oh, I had him. That was a good bite. That was a pompano. Yeah, so we've been doing some drone fishing, which has been pretty cool. We're going to continue doing that throughout the week. That video is going to be probably the most entertaining video I've ever put up on my channel, if it continues to go the way it has been. We've been dropping baits from drones, all sorts of fun stuff. We've already caught one good fish using the drone fishing setup. We're looking for something even bigger. Got him. There's a pompano. He's really tiny, but that is a pompano. Ugh. Pompano. This right here is a little Florida pompano. Raph Outdoors says I dropped the subs. Thank you very much. I can't. I want to show him to the camera. Florida pompano, baby one. There he is. Oh, back. My saltwater reel is the Penn Pursuit 4. That's a good reel. Good reel. I'm just using a little rod. I've got a Tsunami Shield on here. And then I got an Ugly Stick GX2. I got 20-pound braid on here. Just using a little Siddiqui rig with fish bites. I have a surf rod with me. The surf rod's not mine. And the reel I just bought because, unfortunately, the person who brings the reels is my godfather. And, for example, I'll just show you here. When you want to save space, you can go like this and take off a reel handle. So he brought the reels but forgot the handles, which, you know, everyone makes mistakes. I'm not mad at him, but I had to go buy a cheap surf reel just for the week. Oh wow, got a fish. Oh, I think it just popped off. It just bit while I was talking. Yeah, it popped off, but that was a good bite. Anyway, so I had to go buy a surf reel just to use for the week because he forgot the handles. And then he brought his surf rod. So I got I think it's a Zebco Trophy. It's like the top of the line Zebco stuff, which still isn't like, you know, super great, but like it's a decent rod, like $40, $50 rod. And I put a Daiwa Sweep Fire cheap reel on there. It just has to make it through the week for me. My typical surf fishing setup is a Tsunami Shield surf rod, with an Akuma Stratus, and then I have a Shakespeare Alpha with a Penn Wrath on it. Those are my typical surf fishing setups. Rod is a Shimano Cellus with 40-pound braided line. There you go. He is nice. There you go. Accidentally inserted a cat in there. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, so I'm just using this because the surf is super nice. and a lot of these fish push in real shallow, so I can actually cast to them with this rod. But yeah, I also brought my Shimano SLX reel with it's a Handing M1 rod off Amazon. Only caught a couple fish on it, but it's a really nice rod for the price. It's like 40 bucks. Bunch of seaweed out there today, guys. Bunch of seaweed. I brought that one to target some gar, some flounder, that sort of thing in the bay, in the sounds, I guess it's technically called. And then I did bring a Daiwa beef stick, 12-foot medium heavy, with a Penn 330 GT for the shark and big ray setup. Holds like 400 yards of line. So my bad if my English is not good because my main language is French. You are all good. I totally get you. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I know like 10 words in French. So, we had one bite. Little over an hour on the live now. Let's see what the phone battery's at. 52. We're gonna probably... My reel costs more than my rod, but it's all waterproof. Same thing with this. This is an $120 reel that was on sale for $90 at a fishing expo. And then because I was filming, they said they'd drop the price an extra 20 bucks if I filmed for their booth. So I did a little filming for their booth, talked about it in the video, and I got this $120 reel for 70 bucks. Sometimes there's perks to having a YouTube channel. So anyway, it's a really good reel. I really like it. I've caught some big fish. The biggest fish I've caught on this reel so far is 23 pounds on this little tiny reel right here. Here's it's next to my hand. 23 pounder on this reel. It's fully saltwater sealed. Fully saltwater sealed. You can like stick it completely in the water and nothing will get in because it has a whole bunch of seals on it. Nice and smooth, good drag system. I really liked it. It's a good investment, especially for something like this. I think I got a fish. Got a fish. For something like this that you're gonna use all over the place, it's really nice. Another kingfish, little baby. Baby. Oh, okay, well. Little baby kingfish. Yeah, this is nice. The reason why I wanted to get a fully sealed reel like this is because with my surf rods, typically what I do is maybe I'll wait out a little bit and then cast it, but then I bring it back to the holder on shore and put it in the holder on shore. So it's like safe from the salt. It just needs to be like generally sealed, like a little gasket maybe in the drag stack and, you know, well built. That's all I need. But for this is fully sealed because this is the type of rod, little one like this, to where I walk out chest deep in the water and fish with it. So I really wanted something that could do that well, and this reel has stood up. I've had it for a year and a half, and it's been doing real well for me. I've had my Penn for 3 years, and it's like brand new. I fish with it every day. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a couple of older reels. I've got a lot of my stuff. I've only been fishing, which some of this may surprise you, but I can tell you, anybody in chat. I've only been fishing for like 6 years, but I started fishing in 2019. And then 2020 hit with the whole pandemic thing. And I was like, okay, well, if we have to stay outside, have to stay secluded from one another, I might as well, you know, get good at this whole fishing thing. And from there, it took off. Got good at fishing, loved it. I'm like a fishing fanatic. That's where my love of the outdoors starts. And then from there, I've expanded into all the different things I do on the channel. If anybody in chat's not familiar with the channel, I do archery, I do slingshot, I do camping, I do hiking, I do rock hounding, gold prospecting. I built a whole bunch of weird ancient spear thrower projects. Lots of different stuff. The channel's called Mission Discover because I just love to experiment. I think I got another fish. I just love to experiment and try stuff out in the outdoor realm. I missed. Oh no, I did get him. Pompano. I love to experiment in the outdoor realm, and yeah, it's just a fun time. I like to learn along with you guys, show you what I'm learning. I started at 7 and I'm 14. Yeah, there you go. So you've been fishing for longer than I have, but you know, in 2021 and 2022, I fished on average 4 days a week, which is like pretty crazy for most people. There you go, little pompano. Swimming back. Yeah, I have pen reels. I own 2 pen reels. I own a Pen Wrath, and I have a Pen 330 GT, which I caught a fish on last night. Good stingray, probably about a 20-pounder. So I started fly fishing at 8. Yeah, I'm a fly fisherman as well. I tie my own flies, so that's good stuff. One more fish, and then I'm probably gonna start packing up, ending the live for us here. You tie your own fly. There you go. Me as well. It's fun making stuff that you can then go catch fish on. I'm learning to make some crankbaits as well. That's a fun process. Oh no, we lost our bait. Alright, well, all our hooks have lost their bait, so I'm gonna work my way back up to where our stuff is. Yeah, I got sunscreen on the face. My mom's selling me sunscreen. I got it. I'm a pro. I'm coming in anyway. So I got the sun shirt, and then the only thing that is exposed is my face and my legs. So we're in a good position. And I got sunscreen on my face. We're gonna be heading back in. We caught 4 fish, found a bunch of cool shells. We'll be out fishing for a lot of the day, different spots, trying different things. And you guys will see some videos on that. But as far as the live goes, that's going to be all she wrote. So here's all our stuff. For anybody who wasn't in earlier, here's our beachcombing finds. My favorite of the day. We found a full razor clam. Usually you find these in bits and pieces because they're so long. They usually just break apart, but a full razor clam, that's pretty sweet. Nice little piece of driftwood. I'm drying it out. It's super, like it wants to break apart when I press on it. I'm gonna see if when I dry it out, it firms up and stays together. Surf clam. We got an orange arc with a hole in it. I don't love the fact that it has a hole. A good red scallop. We got big arc, big orange arc. Given that I have the big orange arc, I think I'm going to toss this one with a hole in it. We got this scallop, which is really sweet. It's got a hole in it, but the colors are really good. We got banded surf clam, orange and white. Banded surf clam with some really cool colors on it. Orange arc. This one's got a hole in the front, so I don't mind that one as much. Banded surf clam and an arc. Hey David, 210 Outdoors. We're just about to wrap up here. We did a little bit of fishing. We're gonna come out later and go hardcore. I had a rod here, so I thought I might as well toss it in a couple times. We caught 4 fish, 2 pompano, 2 kingfish. And we found a bunch of cool shells, which I was just showing you guys. That was earlier in the live. I was telling y'all about my girlfriend's experience with the stingray as well. She got stung yesterday, and we were talking about that throughout the live. Yeah. Good catches, for sure. I caught my biggest fish from North Carolina last night, which was fun. I'd say it was about 20 pounds. I didn't weigh it, but if I had to guess, probably 20 pounds. I could put it in a weight chart, which I might do later. And yeah, we're gonna go back out tonight with the big setup. We've been drone fishing. 210, I know you'll think this is cool. You're like a type of guy who'd be, you sound like someone who'd be interested in doing this. I don't know why, but I feel like you'd love this. So we set it up so that the drone can pick up my rig and fly it out further than I can cast. So we've been taking the big shark and ray rig out 150 yards with the drone, and I caught a good ray last night using that setup. We're going back out with the ultimate goal. I don't know if it will happen. I'm going to put the video up anyway. I'm going to title it something like The Quest for My Biggest Fish Ever. If you guys remember last year's Ocean City, Maryland video, I caught it was somewhere between 100 and 120 pound ray. That is my biggest fish currently. And I'm on a mission to break it this trip. We caught a big one, but we're looking for something even bigger. I'm hoping for like an 8-foot shark or something. That'd be pretty sweet. We have a big shark rig, 150 pound steel cable. We got some cut up fish, and we're just ripping it out there with the drone and seeing what happens. We're probably going to do that almost every day this week, and just continue to see what happens. Yeah, it's really fun. I can't wait to show you guys this video. I think it'll be one of the most entertaining videos I've ever put out. Possibly the most entertaining video I've ever put out, if it continues to go the way it has. Yesterday was the first day that we put it to work. I had to go catch bait. I rigged up the rod. We did some testing on the drone to make sure everything worked, and then we ripped it out there with the drone and everything worked, and I caught a fish. If that pattern continues, it's going to be a heck of a video. So, yeah. My PB from the Atlantic Ocean is an 18-pound African pompano. That is sweet. Yeah, I caught the two I caught today were Florida pompano. They were nowhere near 18 pounds. They were about that big. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, I have a lot of projects that I'm working on right now. And with college coming up, it frankly if I'm just being honest, it may be till late October, November before you guys see that video. But when it comes out, it's going to be a good one. I've got probably 4 projects that are in the works before I can start working on any of the stuff from our Maryland or our Ocean City, Maryland videos, which I have 2 of, and I'm definitely gonna have 2. I'm hopefully gonna have 3 long forms from this. So I've got 5 videos here and 4 projects that I'm working on there. I probably have 9 videos lined up. If I stopped filming today, I have 9 videos lined up that I can just do. And yeah, or if I stop filming after this week, rather. If that was the case, I'd still have 9 videos. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy. 9 videos in the works. I'm always busy, guys. Always busy. And we got a whole bunch of shorts, too. I'll have a short coming out tomorrow. And probably... Tomorrow's Wednesday. Probably do one Friday. And probably do one Sunday. So I'll probably have 3 shorts this week. 1 from Maryland. At least 1 from here. And then probably 1 from... our lake house Pocono trip up by from 4th of July weekend. So yeah, we got stuff coming. I guess that's what I'm saying. 3 shorts probably by the end of this week. In the car on the way home, it's a 6.5 hour drive back home to our Pennsylvania house from North Carolina. I'm probably going to be working on the gold panning video. If all goes well with that, I should have that up sometime next week. I'm going to be editing out of my mind next week because my dad is essentially contracting me next week to make some videos for him. He's an engineer, independent, I guess you call it, like he's an independent engineer. He works from home for different people, and people contract him to do jobs. And when he does these projects that he works on, these machines that he builds, he wants to have like a video accessible to the people when they open up the box for like how to use it or how to install it and all these different things. And he wants me to produce the video because he's good at video editing. He's done it for a long time, but all his programs are outdated. And I'm like constantly, my mind is constantly on video editing. So he says I can just rip through it. He wants me to make, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos for him and then link them to QR codes. So I'm going to be doing that, contracted by my dad, who's going to pay me some for doing that. And then I'm going to also be editing for my channel. That's probably going to be my whole week. Fishing, outdoor stuff, maybe a couple lives when I can, and then a whole lot of video editing. So should be a good time. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to work my way back to the house. I haven't eaten yet. I think it's about 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9:11. And I need to go eat some food. I need to start working on some sushi, and I need to finish editing that short for tomorrow. So I'm busy, got some stuff to do. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. It's a good one. I don't know how many more we're gonna have here in North Carolina. It might be none. So I appreciate you guys for joining me on this one. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. David says busy, 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 indeed. All right, guys, I'll see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Wish me luck on my fishing adventures today. See you later.